Guys, Friday morning, Orlando, Florida, last day of the ICAST show 2024, and we're here for the wrap-up of the best of show. First up, winning an award, no surprise, Shimano Best Freshwater Reel for the Vanford A. Joining me to tell me all about it, Mr. JP DeRose. Thank you so much.
Always good to see you guys.
Absolutely. Tell us all about it.
So Vanford A basically received 4 tech upgrades for this new model.
Okay.
First one being Infinity Drive, where they've taken the actual shaft, the spool shaft, and run it through the pinion gear rather than being supported by it. Gives you more winding torque under load. Same technology that trickled down from Stella. The other thing is Infinity Cross, so it's got the latest cold forge Hagane gear inside this reel. So this tooth pattern disperses the load more evenly over the entire tooth.
Yep.
Gives you more longevity, smoothness, and what you expect from Shimano, that cold forged aluminum drive gear. It's the strongest gear in the industry. They also changed the drag washers in this. So Stella's trickle down is in full effect. Duracross drag washers. So traditionally these reels would have, from 2,500 and under, have a felt drag washer in them, which is super smooth, but is not the most durable drag washer.
Right.
Above that, 3,000 and up would have cross carbon, really good for hard running fish, but is not as smooth. Duracross is a woven carbon fiber that basically blends the smoothness of felt with the durability of cross carbon, and it gives you the best of both worlds, and it's 10 times more durable than felt.
Awesome.
And the last one, for all the slackline fishermen, anti-twist fin. So if you're a drop shot or anything where you're shaky head, where you're right up in there, they got a little notch that helps keep that line inside that line roller, so that when you're got a little bit of slack line, it doesn't pop your line out, ends up on your bail, and when you set the hook, you trip that bail.
Yep.
Okay, so those are the new ones. In terms of the sizes, it's everything Shimano you come to expect, with one change up for this reel. There is no more a 1,000 size. So there's a 500, a C2000, which is the same body as the 1,000 with more line capacity, 2,500, C3000, 4,000, and C5000.
Awesome.
Oh, and the same price.
The same price. And really, we talk about this being the heir to the Stradic CI4 throne.
Yes.
Right? This is the go-to reel for so many bass anglers out there. That's our guys. But you and I were just talking walleye before we got on.
Yep.
Any of that spinning reel application you need, this is going to be
fast start,
excellent.
Fast stop. That's the MGL rotor, and forward-facing sonar is becoming so prevalent today. Yep. Whether you're doing shake and bake or moping or whatever it is, that little fast start, because of that lightweight MGL rotor, the lightweight CI4 body, it's just the perfect reel for that application.
Really, really cool. You and I have talked about engineering and everything that goes into this reel, and when you're fishing light line and you hook a nice fish, all that rigidity that goes into the reel that you were talking about is going to make the most out of that drag technology that
Absolutely,
you talked about.
absolutely.
So that's awesome. This is the brand new Vanford A, available for pre-order at tacklewarehouse.com. It's also the best of show winner for Freshwater Reel. Congratulations, Shimano.
Thank you.
JP, thanks.
Awesome.
All right, up next in the best of show category here for best freshwater hard lure, joining me from Berkley, Mr. Nathan Ragsdale, my friend, to talk all about not a brand new lure, something a lot of guys have had some time with, but that's the Krej, isn't it?
Yep.
Tell us all about this guy.
Yeah, so this was really exciting for us. It was something where the whole team got around a concept that we felt like was really new, was exciting, capitalized on a trend of baits working upwards in the water column.
Yep.
It was a full flush for the team to bring it quickly. Like you said, it's
Sure.
been out for 7 months now this year.
Yep.
And we think it's not the last we'll see of the Krej.
Yeah.
So it was something where, we're trying to offer new things for the angler, especially when it comes to forward facing. That's how this bait's been positioned.
Sure.
Certainly not limited to forward facing.
Yep.
But we're just trying to provide unlocks. The Krej is one of our first steps in doing that.
Really cool. Part of a 3-part initial launch with the power switch and the finisher, right? And then the Krej for that early year forward-facing push. You're not going to say it, but I'll say it. This bait was really inspired by the riser bait, but it does a lot of different things, right? We're talking about working down in the column, working on forward-facing, with the ability to come up and bring those fish to the top. We've all seen those situations where you know, maybe you're throwing a top water over a school of fish and they're not coming up. So getting those fish interested, but then having that fleeing bait fish rising to the surface is going to get that bite, right?
Right.
Yeah, really cool. You know, I know some of your personal fishing background. It's got to play on some of your home lakes, right?
Yeah, obviously really herring inspired, right?
Sure.
Like that's where the forward-facing stuff's really unlocking a lot of the suspended fish scenarios.
Yep.
Inherently, that's a lot of herring and Highland Reservoir lakes.
Sure.
So, you know, just getting something down, getting their attention, and then playing out that predator-prey scenario and them trying to pin stuff to the top and capitalize on that surface, eliminating a plane of evasion, if you will.
Yep.
So definitely largely herring inspired, and that's where we've seen it really take root so far this year for sure.
Really cool. Looking at the back, you know, the home stretch of the tournament year, I'm actually surprised that this thing has not gotten a major win yet, and I think it's coming.
Yeah, I did too. Came close.
Well, it did get a major win. It got
Yeah,
ICAST,
right.
Best in Show, Freshwater, Hard Lure. That's the new Berkley Krej 100. It's available, not available for pre-order, not coming soon. It's available. You can buy it today, fish it tomorrow. Check it out at tacklewarehouse.com. Nathan, thanks for taking us through it.
Thanks, sir.
Yep. Up next, the Best of Show winner in the Rod and Reel Combo category, a new category for Tackle Warehouse, is St. Croix. Joining us from St. Croix, Mr. Teach and Mr. Robert, thank you so much for joining us to talk all about these brand new GXR bass combos. Tell us what's going on here.
Yeah, I'll let Teach speak to the rod a little bit here.
Absolutely. So, hey, if you've ever been totally overwhelmed by the experience of picking out a rod or a reel, the objective of this project was to make it easier. So what we looked at were the top techniques that every bass angler is going to do. And we made the buying decision a little easier. So we brought out, so recommended for top techniques such as throwing a stick bait, throwing a frog, flipping, throwing a chatterbait or reaction bait. With this entire series, what it does is it helps you get the best experience on the water with the rod and the reel. With the rod, SC2 carbon fiber, super durable hybrid guide platform, very traditional handle style that St. Croix has been known for. From the reels, Robert?
Yeah, when Ryan came to me with this this idea for the rod and reel combo, we went with the 7 GXR 100 size. It's gonna kind of a dual size, flipping, pitching, frogging, a little bit of stick bait action, and then 3000 size on the spinning reel. Again, do all applications there.
Really cool. And how many total models here?
8.
8. Mm-hmm. So I really feel like that's where the GXR Bass combo series sets itself apart. Mm-hmm. You're not getting that one size fits all. And we know the guys at St. Croix, they are fishermen and they also need that perfect action length for every application, and that applies to combos too. These are really cool. They're going to be tournament ready. Mm-hmm. They're going to be great for someone looking for an entry level combo, and they're ready to go. Just put some line on that thing, and you're ready to fish, right?
Yep.
And not only are they ready to go, but they're also a category winner, Best in Show for the combo category. Congratulations to St. Croix and 7. Perfect pairing there. Congrats, guys, and thank you for joining us.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Up next, the winner of the Best in Show in the fishing line category, Sufix, Revolve, Braided line, and we know this is something that Jacob Wheeler has been putting to use. This has his DNA all over it.
No doubt about it. Lots of tournament wins on this line already.
Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so super small diameter, works great in finesse applications. It's in all these light line weight classes, 4 pound through 14 pound. Mm-hmm. Comes in a high vis and a low vis option, depending on what you want to do. But one of the biggest advantages in this kind of micro braid category is this product has less wind knots. I think that's a real big problem when you're casting, particularly when you're loaded up on a front-facing sonar, trying to cast into the wind.
Yep.
This will have fewer wind knots, really, really thin diameter, works great for all those applications.
You know what, there have been a lot of jokes about why do I need a forward-facing sonar rod, line, but I mean, take it from one of the best in the business, if not the best in the business. You know, Wheeler wanted this line specifically for fishing on the forward-facing sonar, and there's a reason, right? So reduce the hassles, optimize performance. That's what this line was designed to do. I can't wait to get a reel spooled up and give it a shot.
Yeah, Wheeler's got every spinning rod on his deck spooled up with Revolve, so it's a great line. It's been a super fun project. Can't wait for all the consumers to get out and try it.
Yeah. So that's the brand new Sufix Revolve Ultra Thin Finesse Braid, available for pre-order at Tackle Warehouse. It is also the best of show winner in the fishing line category. Congratulations to Sufix and VMC for that little jig head.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Up next, we're talking about the best of show winner in the terminal category. This is a mouthful. The VMC Redline Tungsten Swimbait Jig. Did I get that?
You got it right,
I
man.
got it. So this little guy, you know, has already won a lot of money, right?
It certainly has.
And, you know, VMC, hand in hand with Rapala, Crush City, pairing perfectly with the Mooch Minnow, with the freeloader. Tell us all about this little guy.
So a lot of great stuff. 100% tungsten, 90-degree line tie. Some of the really cool features of this is this conical bait keeper that's super lightweight. That will keep the balance point of the jig correct, so the thing swims right horizontal. We also have PTFE coated hooks, so super slippery. Like all the Redline hooks. Just super durable. We got it in 2 hook sizes, a 1/0 and a 3/0. All popular weight sizes.
Really cool. You can see that the eye is set back a little bit.
It is.
Right, from center on that, so that's gonna keep you perfectly upright, keep your bait in a sensible bait fish orientation instead of tipped down, tipped up. So that's really cool, and we know that you know, the Rapala and VMC pros have already been putting this to use for a long time, winning a lot of money on it.
No doubt.
No secret there. Everything has been answered to make the perfect little ball head for the jig head minnow technique, and that's not going to stop you from utilizing this in other situations. But this is really a purpose-built forward-facing sonar jig head.
No doubt about it. Tungsten shows up great on forward-facing sonar. Balance is great, works good with shake and bake techniques, swim minnow.
Right.
But it also works great with swim baits. I mean, it's super versatile, and we've put a lot of time in the water with this thing.
Really cool. Again, that's the VMC Redline Tungsten Swimbait Jig Head, available for pre-order now at Tackle Warehouse. Also, the best of show winner in the terminal category. Thanks so much for telling us all about it.
Thanks a lot.
Yep. Best in show winner in a category I don't think Tackle Warehouse has ever had any players in. What is this? Novelty and wellness category?
Wellness category.
I didn't even know there was a novelty and wellness category, but this is awesome. This is American, patriotic, and I remember seeing these in tackle shops when I was a kid, and I was like, can I get one of these? Well, now you can. This is the Rapala Original Giant Lure.
That's right. That's right.
Tell us all about this thing.
So we've been in the giant lure business for about 20 years, and like you said, you've seen them in tackle shops all over the place. You know, we live in the best country in the world, and we want to do something to, you know, honor everybody in the country that has worked to make it what it is, and we did that by making our USA flag edition. So
awesome.
Yeah.
And there's a camo version as well?
There's a camo version as well.
That's really cool. You can get one, hang it up in your bar, hang it up in your den, hang it up in your house, and make your wife mad.
Yeah.
So this is really cool. I can't wait to get one myself. I think the warehouse guys are going to be really mad at us.
Yeah,
for
we'll send you a master pack.
Yeah. How are we going to ship this thing? We will figure it out. But it did win an award in the wellness and novelty category.
That's correct.
That's the Rapala Original Giant Lure. You can get it at tacklewarehouse.com. Joining me in the new product showcase with his Best of Show category award winner for Best Hard Bait in the saltwater category.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
Kind of interesting.
Is Mr. Bill Siementel to tell us all about this brand new FishLab BBZ hard swim bait. Tell us all about that, guy.
Well, the cool thing is, everybody knows BBZ has been around for a long time. It's a concept theory of being able to fish, kind of look through the fish's eyes to start fishing the water column and bringing the right bait there that the fish want to eat. Crazy thing about this, since I've been with FishLab the last 3 years, every time we come to Florida, we've had people say, dude, you knock out of the park with freshwater swim baits. We need a swim bait that can fall through the water slow. We want to fish around mangroves. We want to fish around the docks. We want to fish on top of the shell beds. And we want to target the snapper, snook, tarpon, you name it. So we went to work. We came out. This is originally and for freshwater. It's a crossover bait. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people forget about. And they're seeing it more and more is swim baits work everywhere for every species out there. But we did the front line on the freshwater part of it for the bass and everything. We hit some awesome colors, and I said, guys, and Mike, myself, and he are like, we got to do a mullet. We got to start showing this to the saltwater guys because I've been catching saltwater fish on hard swim baits forever. Right. And I said, let's bring it to market. So we brought it down here, and within the first day out on the pond, everybody came over and started seeing how this bait works in the water. So we have two sizes. We have a 6-inch and a 4.5. This is approximately 1.5 ounces, 5/8. Comes with two size 2, and then the smaller one has a size 5 and a 6 proportionally to the bait. Right. Super slow sink, so this drops about 1 foot every 5 seconds on 20-pound mono. Yep. The smaller one drops about 1 foot every 3 seconds on 15 fluoro. Okay. So just changing. Like if you wanted a super slow rate, put 30-pound test mono on it. Throw it around the docks for a tarpon or a redfish or a snook. So you could adjust it. It's very easy. But the cool thing is we put a 3-degree angle on the nose. So when you throw it out on a light line or slack line, it will kink and it'll do the death spiral. Got it. When it goes down, it'll sit on the bottom. Yep. Now here's the thing I've been showing people over in the tank that kind of flips them out. When I started testing these, I test for 200 or 300 hours before we even, like, it's on the water. I started walking the dog with this on the bottom. Yeah. Like, we do the walk of the dog, so this will go up on the surface fast. It will slow roll the surface. You can get it subsurface, twitch it like a rip bait. But I started throwing out, and I'll tell you, I did something bad. I backlashed. I was on filming for our guys. I backlashed, and I had the bait sitting on the bottom, and I'm just stripping out line, and I brought it up, and I had fish already jumping out of the water, and I'm like, I never even touched the bait. So started taking it up in shallow water and watching it, and it sits just on the hooks. Got it. So you can literally throw it up on a piece of wood, and it'll sit on top of the piece of wood. Wow. And I started twitching it, and I started walking the dog on the bottom. Just twitch, just hold. Twitch, hold, put my hands down, and just let it sit there, and the fish are taking off to it. So I've actually, and that's the beauty of, you know, with Tackle Warehouse and you guys educating people on not only the lures, but the techniques. I'm a fisherman, and I'm a student of the game. I'm learning. Yeah. And I just found out another technique that's capable with a hard bait, dead sticking it on the bottom, walking the dog, nice and slow. So really cool thing. We got new colors come out in saltwater. We actually are already working on them right now. They should be available in the next day or two. Like, we've already been working on it. But this was the big thing coming to ICAST, is showing the capability of a crossover bait from freshwater to saltwater on a hard swim bait. That's, first of all, price point. Right. I mean, you're looking at incredible paint jobs for $19.99 for a 6 and $17.99 for a 4.5. You know, the kids go out there and fish it. You know, the anglers that just are weekend anglers can go to Tackle Warehouse, pick them up, buy them, and go and fish, and not be afraid of throwing out a $150 swim bait. Right. You know, and they can go out there and put this to use. Yeah. And buy 5 of them. And then the tournament anglers, I've been winning tournaments on this for the last year. Yeah. So it's really cool.
Well, you know, you obviously, but me and a lot of other anglers all across the country have seen the effectiveness of the multi-joint BBZ swim baits for, you know, more than a decade now. Yeah. You probably 15 years. I was going to say
2005.
15 years. Yeah. So really cool that there's a next iteration. We know they catch big bass. No shocker that they're going to be a player in that inshore category. Really cool. Thanks for telling us all about this, Bill. Awesome. Again, congratulations for the award. That's the Best of Show winner in the hard bait category for saltwater. Thanks so much.
Great, yeah.
Get it at Tackle Warehouse.
Tackle Warehouse, guys.
Up next, winning the award at ICAST 2024 for the Best in Show in the category of custom tackle and components is Do It. And shocker, you know, it's a very trendy thing right now, a very hot technique. Tell us all about this mold and what you're going to be able to make with it.
Yeah, so you're gonna be able to make the hover jig out of the hover rig mold. It's got a bunch of different sizes, goes from 1/16 up to a 1/4 ounce. One of the unique things about being able to make your own custom tackle with the dual mold is that you can interchange a lot of these different hooks out, so that way you can pair it up specifically to the actual soft plastic that you're gonna have on there. And then as you can see with this head, it's gonna get a nice even presentation as it goes through the water. It's gonna be very vertical in the water. So that way, or horizontal, I'm sorry, horizontal in the water, so that way you get good action out of your soft plastic.
Really cool. You know, I mean, we are selling a ton of this style jig head, and you know, we're halfway through the year, halfway through summer. Our do-it sales really spike in the winter because guys are at home, maybe they're not fishing so much, and you can sit there and pour your own jigs, pour your own hover heads in this case.
Yeah.
And you know, I think this one's going to be a big hit. Definitely something needed in the do it lineup. So a well-deserved award for a very timely design there.
Yeah, and I think that obviously you kind of look at this and you think forward-facing sonar.
Of course.
But you don't have to have the forward-facing sonar in really to make this effective, because you have really light ones all the way up to a 1/4 ounce. So you're going to be able to really cast it out. You're going to be able to get it down there with finesse fishing and stuff, so that way you can get that thing down there and still work it back and still catch some of those fish. You don't have to have forward-facing sonar. And I also think this is a great jig to get into the tackle making process, because it's pretty basic. You need the Victory 10111 hook with that O'Shaughnessy bend in there that's really popular. It keeps the fish, good hook to land ratio. And there's not a lot to it. So if you haven't gotten into tackle making, this is a great one. It's gonna catch a lot of fish, and you're gonna be able to learn how to do it pretty easily.
Yep, and you can grab all the great do-it stuff to make your own, like you said, from the Victory hook to the mold itself to the pot. You just got to find your own lead, and you're in business, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can get all that stuff at Tackle Warehouse. Again, congratulations on the award. That's the best in show in the category custom tackle and components. Do it, winning with the new hover jig mold. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, joining me up next with his award for Z-Man in the best in show for the category soft saltwater lure. Jose, you know, we had dinner with Z-Man last night. And,
yes, sir.
where were you?
Just didn't get the invite, bro.
Oh, come on. You had a big hand in designing a big award winner here. Tell us all about this little guy.
Yeah, so this is our Prawn Star. So we were really looking for a very realistic shrimp that we could use in a variety of different ways, whether it's sweeping current, in potholes, fishing docks and structures and skipping under stuff, or even like under a popping cork.
Yeah.
So it's really like a multi-tool. And with how pressured our waters are getting now, realism is really playing a big part. So we made an extra effort to make sure you get really nice antenna movement and leg movement, and all these little cues of a natural shrimp are present in this bait. Also, it has a built-in rattle.
Yep.
So it gives you a little bit more drawing power, a little bit more sound, and a really heavy-duty hook that's going to hold up really well.
I noticed that.
To a lot of abuse.
I noticed that. What's the sink rate on these like?
So the sink rate's probably, if you had to compare it to a Roth, you're probably in like the 10. So I would say it's a moderate sink, but because the belly weight is in the center of the body, when you drop it with a little bit of tension in your line, it keeps it horizontal and you're able to really hold that water depth. But if you go totally slack, then it'll kind of like go down to the bottom a little bit faster. So you have a little bit of like nuance in your control of depth with this guy.
Interesting. And if I know anything about you, you certainly put this to the test before bringing it to market. That's the brand new Prawn Stars. The logo is awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you. Ryan Harder from our team came up with the name, and the logo just naturally progressed from there. So.
Yep, awesome. So winning an award for Best of Show in the saltwater soft lure category is Z-Man with the brand new Prawn Stars. Check them out at tacklewarehouse.com. Jose, a year ago I sat in the Z-Man booth and I said, wow, that Mulletron's really cool, but we're a bass fishing shop, so can you make it in some shad colors? And I think the answer was, just wait, next year. And here it is, and it's an award winner for the best in show freshwater soft lure. That's the brand new Shadtron LT, stands for line through Swimbait. Tell us all about this. This is a really cool design that I'm super excited about. Tons of thought into it.
Yeah, thanks. Well, yeah, like you said, you guys gave us some really good feedback and kind of pointed us to the necessity for a similar tool in freshwater. And so basically what we came up with was something like our Mulletron. It's a wedge style tail with 2 different rigging options. So it comes out of the pack with a line through top hook. So what's nice about this is that you can bump it in the structure, you can crawl it over laydowns, you can do a lot of this in places that using a traditional treble hook would be a problem.
Sure.
But we have a second rigging option, which is if you wanted to fish more open water, you're looking to target spotted bass or things that tend to slap the bait a little bit more, you could then use a treble hook, and we created a friction clip on the bottom. And so you can adjust this clip to perfectly hold a treble hook in place securely. And the way you want to do this is pinch the clip together to where you can no longer fit the hook in this way, but then you just slide it in from the back and you have a very secure connection to a treble. So if you're fishing more open water, you have that option. And if you're fishing cover, you have something that will let you effectively fish that area. We got it in 2 sizes and a couple different sink rates. So we have it in a ROF 12 and also a 5.
Really cool. You know, anyone who's ever been on a bite with this size swim bait with a top hook knows the frustration of getting those big bites and dumping them because there's so much plastic. So having that line through design where, you know, when you get the bite, that bait is going to disengage, hopefully slide up the line, and then all you have is straight line to a big old hook, and you're going to put that fish in the boat.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a big deal. And then, of course, the option to run a treble if you choose. Great new colors, obviously a great new design, and super durable, right?
Super durable,
It's Z-Man. So you're going to be able to fish this thing, I'm sure, until, like me, you break it off.
Absolutely. I have some where the hardware goes, like the hooks go before the bait goes, so then I gotta, you know, find more hardware. But
that's awesome. A couple of little, you know, pretty bite-sized little guy here, and then a larger little forage here to mimic maybe more our gizzard shad size bait. Really cool, super innovative, and well-deserved of an award. Jose, thanks so much for telling us all about the new Shadtron LT. It's the award winner for the Best in Show Freshwater soft lure category. Thanks so much, man.
Yes, sir. Available at Tackle Warehouse.
Oh yeah, get it. All right, here we are with the Best in Show winner in motorized boating accessory, and joining me to talk all about the brand new Power Pole 1 pump is Mr. Chris Lane. Chris, you've been involved with Power Pole since the very beginning. Tell us all about this brand new and award-winning product.
Yeah, the new 1 pump saves you time, saves you money, saves you space. One of the cool things that I think about with the 1 pump is when it comes to installation or anything like that, whether you're a boat dealer or you do it by yourself, it's got this new mechanism that you just unscrew instead of having to get the bolts out from the back, and you just pull this out and take your pump off. Put it back in, there you go. 1 pump for your boat, it's fantastic. It runs both blades, and it's a new product. So all this comes in 1 box, right? You get 2 new blackout power poles, which are unbelievable, 10 or 8 foot blades, and you get 1 pump, runs them both. So, hey, I can see why it won Best in category.
I totally can. And you know, I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm running 5 batteries in my boat. I need the space, right?
Yeah.
So running 2 pumps is not a great option for a lot of us. So really a much needed update to Power Pole's system, and something I know a lot of guys are excited to get in their boats.
Yeah, so when I get my boat next year, this is what I'm getting. 1 pump, 2 poles. Man, I'm fired up about it.
Yep, awesome. And you know, that proven Power Pole reliability, well deserving of an award for the Best in Show motorized boat accessory. Get that at tacklewarehouse.com. Chris, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Up next, Best of Show winner in the category of fishing accessories is the Cast King. It's a brand new net. AJ, joining us from Cast King this morning.
Sir.
Tell us all about this great award-winning net.
So what we have here is the Cast King Brutus fishing net with dock hook. So we do already have an existing line of Brutus nets, but we thought to ourselves, how can we always make things, you know, better and more innovative? I mean, we're fueled by innovation. And where this design came from, it actually came from an elderly gentleman who is closing in on 90 years old, and he still goes out actively fishing in his boat. But he called up the gentleman that designed this, the engineer, and let him know they're actually personal friends, and says, hey, I've got a net in the boat, I've got a ruler in the boat, I've got a dock hook in the boat, and there's just all these cumbersome things that I have to fool around with, and I'm not getting around as good as I used to.
Right.
Can you make me something that utilizes all those things in one, but yet make it not so cumbersome?
Yeah.
So here we are with the Cast King Brutus folding net that also has the dock hook, and that's so cool about this dock hook feature is now you have a situation where, like, that older gentleman needs to reach out there, pull himself into the dock easily, or say something falls off your boat, your kayak, whatever, you can reach down, scoop it up, somebody's in the water, seconds count. Now you have an ability to get them back to the boat even faster, as well as a lot of other features. You got your TP handle here. Of course, it is telescopic, but it's also collapsible. And then of course it collapses even further, and we'll get to that in a minute. But you have an actual ruler here, so you can still measure your fish catch. But like I said, it's collapsible even further. But before we get there, we have the silicone net, and then of course the nylon coated PVC net, which is another feature in this. But when you collapse it all the way down, it'll go even further, flip it over, hit your button, and collapse this baby even more, and it's gonna stow away in a small little case on your boat, behind the seat, anywhere you wanna put it. And it also comes with a nice little carrying case. So you have a long, extendable net, you've got your dock hook, something to pull things in, you can measure your fish, and then when it's time to get it out of the way and not be this problem that you have to deal with, folds up, puts away easily, and it's gonna be that great product that you're gonna love that is a multi-purposing tool from Cast King.
AJ, I was not prepared to be as excited about a net as I am here.
It is awesome.
Because, you know, as a tournament guy, space counts.
Yeah.
Also, the less tripping over stuff, the less tangling,
Right.
the better. And I honestly, I hate nets. I hate nets because they're always in the way. They're always just collecting garbage, and I'd rather not deal with them. But in that tournament situation, I got to have it. And something I do I can't tell you how many times, first thing in the morning, my partner hooks a big fish, and I go to get the net, and I go to extend it, and the pole comes out, and I'm holding the net on one side.
Oh yeah.
I'm acting like this is not like a cartoonish situation, and it is, but it's happened to me, and it's happened to me way more than once. So you have this awesome lock, you're good to go.
Yep.
And if you need that thing out of the way, it folds up into a tidy little package. This would fit in my rod locker or even a big compartment. Solves a lot of problems. I'm really excited to get this. Obviously, it was recognized for a category award winner for the Best of Show Fishing Accessory.
Yes, sir.
I would say well deserved.
Thank you very much. And under a $60 price point, I mean, you can't go wrong. You can get these off of our website, Tackle Warehouse, many different distributors, Amazon.com. I mean, there's some great places to pick this up. It's a great option, guys. Super available. Look for it. It's going to be a game changer. Take away the chaos in an already chaotic situation and put life-saving tools as well as just fish catching tools in your hands
AJ,
without the cluster. So.
Great segment, great product until you
Amazon.
messed up where to buy it, which is tacklewarehouse.com. Check it out at tacklewarehouse.com. Brand new Cast King net category award winner for Best in Show Fishing Accessory. Check it out. We're here the last morning of ICAST. I just looked at the forecast to check out if I'm gonna get out of MCO Airport today, and it is supposed to rain, so I might need to steal a couple of these. These are the brand new Under Armour boots that just won the Best in Show for the footwear category, and Flava Flav is here to tell me, no, this is Hans from
right.
Under Armour. He designed these. Hans, tell us all about these boots.
All right, well, quick synopsis. You've got yourself the most athletic, lightest weight, best fitting boot that's ever existed in this space. And part of the reason we were able to make that happen is these are made in the same place that we're making running footwear, training footwear, you name it. It's made like an athletic shoe.
Very cool. You know, I'm a guy who owns like 3 pairs of waterproof boots, right? These low-cut ones are so nice for the warmer days, days when you're in and out of your rain gear, days when maybe you're wearing shorts, but you need waterproof shoes on the deck. Doesn't happen so much on my bass boat, but definitely happens out on the salt. And comfort is always an issue. You're standing all day, and man, your dogs are barking by the end of the day. So having all of that shoe design wrapped up into a waterproof boot is huge.
Well,
Really,
you said it, out on the salt, and those are long days.
Sure.
And these were designed to be out there, all weather, in the sun, salt water.
Yep.
So a lot of protection, a lot of durability, all waterproof, all day long. And then
Yep.
the comfort built in here is unlike anything you've ever experienced.
Really
so
cool.
starting with just half sizes.
Yeah.
You can get these and order them in your size, same as you'd order any running shoes from Under Armour.
Sure.
Then we've got kind of a secret sauce inside, is these little pods here. These are kind of tough to pick up on camera, but those things lock your heel in,
Yep.
unlike anything you've ever worn in a slip-on, right? Your heel's always slipping, moving around. This locks the heel in place, comes in half sizes. This upper stretches and flexes with the movements of your foot.
Yep.
And then we borrowed this technology from the training side of the business. This is UA Tri-Base. So it's designed to have 3 points of contact at all times for stability during high impact training and weightlifting. Also works really good for providing maximum surface area for slip resistance.
Yep.
And these are ASTM rated slip resistant products as well.
Awesome. You know, for me, especially our customers sitting on the trolling motor all day, bass tournament, say, having that comfort, and also a flat sole, really important when you're trying to run a foot control trolling motor. And I have, you know, I'm kind of a sweaty person, and having the ability to lock your foot in there, not be sliding around, really nice. A lot of thought went into this. I got a call from Justin Lucas yesterday morning. He was like, dude, you got to get over and check these boots out. They're the deal. I know he's really excited about it. Well deserving of the ICAST award for best in show in the category footwear. Hans, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
For taking us through it. I love your necklace.
I'll be wearing it the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it home on the plane.
Best
It's gonna be
dressed
awesome.
guy at ICAST. Thanks so much, man.
You got it.
I've been wearing Grundon's bibs since I was like 12 years old, and Grundon's in the last few years has really brought up their technical apparel, and so much so that you're here calling from Grundon's to accept an award for best warm weather technical apparel for men. This is a brand new warm weather hoodie. Tell us all about this guy.
Absolutely, yeah. So thanks for having me, guys. Super stoked. First and foremost, like as you said, Grundon's is really known for its foul weather products,
Right.
tops, bottoms. But as you mentioned, in the past past decade or so, we've really expanded our horizon, our product catalogs to have more technical apparel for all forms of fishing, cold weather, warm weather. So much, in fact, that we won the warm weather technical apparel for men, as well as a couple fly fishing categories for jackets and waders as well. But we're here to talk about our new Tough Sun masked hoodie that we're introducing in spring 2025. It should be arriving around February 2025. So it's an extension of our Tough Sun product collection. And for those that don't know, our Tough Sun collection was introduced earlier this year. It's made with a very comfortable synthetic fabric, and it's a proprietary material that, you know, sometimes you see a sun shirt out there, and there's a lot of them, don't get me wrong, and I've worn a lot of them myself. They get beat up over time, they start to pill, maybe you get a hook snagged in them and it pulls the threads.
Right.
Our Tough Sun collection, including the new masked hoodie introduction, has a lifetime warranty from destruction. So if you're unhappy with the product or it does somehow get damaged, we back it with a lifetime warranty. So first and foremost, that's number one point on the product. It's a very lightweight, breathable material, yet extremely durable, and that's why we're able to stand behind it. For those that want to stay a little bit more protected from the sun, you know, face, neck, head, etc., we introduced the mask component. It's got a removable hood, and for myself, wearing a lot of these types of shirts, sometimes when a sun shirt has a built-in face mask, it can get a little bit cumbersome, and you don't always want to be wearing it.
Right.
So what we've done, if I can hand this off to you, is we've made the mask completely stowable to the point where you don't notice it being there if you don't want it to be there. So it's easy to put on. The mannequin has super creepy eyes, but basically what you do is you just stow it behind your neck like that, and it just becomes a part of the actual hood itself. You don't notice it's there. Yep. It's not sitting around your neck like a scarf or a buff anymore.
Sure.
And when you want to put it back on, simply reach behind, and it comes right back over the top, and you can put your hood back on, or you can wear it with or without the hood. So it's super easy to use. You stow it away, you don't notice it, it's there when you don't want it to, and it's easy to put on when you want to be able to wear it. Aside from that, high-end UPF 50 plus sun protection, lightweight, breathable, DWR coating on it, in terms of durable water repellency to be able to repel water and stains. Obviously we're out there fishing, so stains are inevitable. And this is the treatments that we have on it essentially remove that from ruining your product. So yeah, Tough Sun Mass hoodie, introduced here at ICAST 2024 and taking home the award for warm weather technical apparel for men.
Really cool. You know, like you said, you get that mask out of the way. I really feel like if I'm on the water all day long, keeping that sun off me, not just lathering up with sunscreen, but keeping the sun off me keeps me not just from getting sunburnt, but just from feeling burnt at the end of the day. But like you said, man, I don't want to wear that mask all day.
Same here.
So being able to get that out of the way. Another thing I noticed was that there's little thumb loops there.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's really nice for me to keep the sun off at least the top of my hand.
Yeah.
I will often come back from a fishing trip and I didn't get burnt here, but the tops of my hands get burnt. If you look at old fishermen that have been doing it for years, they got sunspots all over their hands. It's always the last thing you forget about. So having that ability to keep at least part of your hand covered is really good. A lot of thought went into this. High durability, less pilling, less pulling.
Exactly.
Right. So a lot of thought here into this great Grundon's piece. That's the Best of Show award winner for warm weather technical apparel for men. Colin, thank you for telling us all about this. Available at Tackle Warehouse.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Almost every Best of Show category, there has been a Matt from AFCO that joins me on Friday to tell me all about AFCO ICAST award winners. That Matt is usually Matt Florentino.
It is.
Who just ended a long and great career at AFCO. So shout out to Matt Florentino. We're going to miss you. But Matt, another Matt.
Another Matt.
AFCO is full of Matts. You're here to tell us all about this brand new lifestyle apparel for men, a category award winner at ICAST, AFCO. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, man. First, it's great to be here, and it's great to be a Matt at AFCO.
Yeah.
So this is our new coastal layer hood. This fabric is really what makes this piece. It's unbelievably soft, super stretchy. It's just one of the most comfortable fabrics you'll ever wear. You can wear it literally whatever you're doing. You can exercise in it. You can lounge in it. You can, most importantly, fish in it. It's a great layering piece. It's a great standalone piece. Everything about it it looks good. It's going to help keep you warm, and then if it's not terribly cold, it's just a nice, comfortable piece to have. It's UPF 40, so you still get sun protection with it. And then it's a pretty basic piece. It's really the fabric is what does it on this, but a few small, nice features on it. You have a really big kangaroo pocket on the bottom of it.
Yep.
So you can hold all sorts of stuff in there. You have zippers on the side to keep it locked in, and then there's also a tacking stitch that runs across. That way, if you have something heavier like a phone in there, it's going to have just not the kangaroo pocket sag, but it's going to distribute the weight throughout the whole piece.
Right. Awesome. Funny kind of to me that it won lifestyle, right? Because this is a fairly technical piece, right?
Yes.
You're going to look good on the street, going to be very comfortable around the house, but is also going to perform on the water. Well deserving of an ICAST award, the best category for lifestyle apparel for men. Matt from AFCO. A Matt from AFCO. The Matt from AFCO. Thank you so much for telling us about it.
Thanks, guys.
All right, up next, Best of Show winner for cold weather technical apparel for men. An award winner, a company that we are no stranger to. Sims, tell us all about this brand new award-winning cold weather apparel.
Absolutely. So yeah, we are super excited about this. This is our Pro Dry jacket and bib, otherwise known as the Pro Dry suit. It is it's what we consider to be the most technical foul weather fortress. So some great updates with this. We've got 3-layer Gore-Tex Pro Shell fabric, which is the most performance-driven Gore-Tex that we have at our disposal, excuse me. So waterproof, super breathable, really lightweight, just a great fabric to work with. We've got a 3-point adjustable storm hood here. Nice big zipper to get inside this jacket. We've got stretch woven storage pockets on the inside. We've got a new, excuse me, cuff design. So it's a little bit of a stretch material there. So when you take this Velcro, you can really wrench it around and essentially create a watertight seal there.
Right.
We've got some other really cool things going on with the bib. Let's see if we can get in here. So once again, 3-layer Gore-Tex Pro Shell fabric. It's hard to see on this mannequin, but we've got our air mesh suspender system, so super comfortable, really breathable. Just a great update there. We've also got stretch fabric on the sides of the bib here, so it gives you really, really good mobility.
Yep.
Got a nice big zipper there, stretch woven pocket. We've got ADD overlays on the knees, so you get a little bit of abrasion resistance. Same thing going on the seat. We've got adjustable cuffs, 2-way zips on the legs, so it's really easy to get in and out of. So that kind of rounds out the Pro Dry jacket and bib. I'm very excited about it.
Awesome. I've worn Pro Dry jackets for and bibs, suits for several generations here. Excited for the lessons learned from old ones to make the best suit on the market even that much better.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would say that with this iteration of Pro Dry, we implemented a lot of things that we've learned from the past, but we also took some of the old features from the original jacket and bib and brought them back. So just a great update.
Yep. Awesome. Can't wait to try this out. Maybe not anytime soon. It's July. But really looking forward to getting this in the market, getting this out on the lake. That's a brand new award winner from Simms, the brand new Pro Dry suit. It's also a category winner for best cold weather technical apparel for men. Thanks for telling us all about it.
You got it. Thank you guys.
Alrighty. We are here to talk about the last category award winner at this 2024 ICAST. Joining me from Costa, talking all about the best of show in the eyewear category. Tell us all about these new shades.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much. Very stoked to take home the best in eyewear 2 years running. This year we have both the Grand Catalina frame and our Gold Mirror 580 lens. We'll start with the Grand Catalina frame, this iconic shape from the late 80s. We've brought it back and introduced our modern design language to it. The durability with our new injected bioresin and the performance features under the hood on this thing are insane. Got these removable side shields to block out all the light, wind, any elements that you might run into, but you could also pop it off for a more laid-back look. And on the inside, we have vented and adjustable nose pads, spring hinges for gentlemen with the bigger heads like myself, sweat management channels throughout, full hydrolite, Eyewear drains. This thing's just packed with performance features, but still wears relatively relaxed on the outside. And then going into the 580 gold lens, something I'm really stoked about. Our first gold to the aesthetic, so something a little bit different stylistically, and it's also a rose-based lens. So this rose base is very similar to our coppers in terms of contrastability, but a little bit lighter and a little bit more true to the natural colors in that scenario. So definitely a great addition to the quiver, and really stoked to bring home the victory.
You know, sunglasses, awards, something Costa knows a ton about. A well-deserved award, a very innovative lens, gonna help you out on the water. You can get these at tacklewarehouse.com. Thanks, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, up next, joining us is BKK Pro staffer, Mr. Cooper Gallant, talking all about a brand new ICAST award winner for the best in show for tackle management. That's the brand new BKK OCD tackle storage system. Isn't that right?
That's right. This tackle management system, it's awesome. Heavy duty box, 2 solid latches, open it right up. So you can get this box locked and loaded with all these hooks. You have the drop shot hooks, you have the hyper latch treble hooks, you got the heavy cover flipping hooks, the offset worm hooks. You have everything you need in here, whether you're fishing for smallmouth, largemouth, all year round. But you can also get this box without the hooks, and you can put whatever hooks you want in. So new for this year too is the packaging. So if you don't like the way it's laid out, or if you don't want any drop shot hooks in here, you can get whatever hooks you want and get the box alone, and then fill it up as you please with whatever you want to fish with throughout the season. But keeps everything super organized. Everything's right there, ready to go. Again, super solid box, nice and compact, and just like the retail value is $299 US. And if you do the math, if you add up all the hooks, you're saving big time.
You're right. Terminal storage is one of the toughest problems to solve.
Yes.
And we've all had that box go upside down in the boat,
Yep.
dump everything out, and it's a nightmare. This is really going to keep everything locked in, well organized, well labeled. OCD is the perfect name for it, because when it comes to storage, I can tend to be a little OCD, and this is going to save me a lot of time in boxing, labeling, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So really cool. I know there was a lot of excitement in the office about this particular item, and a well-deserved ICAST award winner for BKK. Cooper, thanks so much for telling us all about it. Get it at tacklewarehouse.com. That's a wrap for the ICAST Best of Show award winners here at ICAST 2024. Thanks so much for tuning in. You can shop all of these great things at tacklewarehouse.com. I'm getting on a plane, going home. Maybe I'll try to put the boat in the water this weekend, get a little fishing. Thanks for joining us all week as we bring you all these great new products. This has been Tackle Warehouse First Look at ICAST in Orlando 2024.